Hey guys, it's Amy. So today I'll be teaching 2nd grade worksheet lesson 2. Make sure you write down your name and the date. So we're doing today tens and ones. Example, use separate cubes to show that 110 equals 10 ones. Count the cubes, then join them together and hold up as 110. Now, how many tens and ones are there in a problem? So this example shows us there are 10 smiley faces in this one and 10 smiley faces in this one. So there's 2 tens and 20 ones because 10 plus 10 is 20. So let's first do question number 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we know that all these groups of hearts are 10 because they look identical to each other. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 tens, and 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 40. So there are 40 ones. And if you can't do this mental math in your head, 10 plus 10 plus 10 4 times, then you could just count it out like this. 10, so we could just start off with 10 because we already know there's 10 here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. It does take a long time, but it works either way, but just doing 10 plus 10 plus 10 4 times is easier and faster, but it's up to you. Now, let's do page 2. So tens and ones continued. Sorry. Oh, sorry. So tens and ones continued. So now we have suns here, so we could count this. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So since these groups of suns all look identical to each other, we know that they all have tens. So there's first 1 group, then 2 groups, then 3 groups, then 4 groups, then 5 groups. So now that we know that there are 5 tens. 5 tens written out means this. 3, 4, 8. Let's just add one on here because I ran out of space. And that equals 50 ones. Because there's 10 in each. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So there are 10s in all. There's a total of 5 groups of 10. And you could just add that up by this. So there are 50 ones. Now let's do question number 4. These are now cubes. So there are 1 cube, then 2 cubes, 3 cubes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you could count them out all yourself if you aren't sure if there are 10 in each group. But we aren't going to count it in this video because it takes too much time. But we know that there are 10s in each group, and there are 3 groups of 10. And we know this because they both look identical to each other. So that means we have 3 tens because there are 3 groups and they have 10 each. So now let's figure out the ones, how many ones there are. So it's 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. Again, if you have trouble with doing mental math like this, you could either count with your fingers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and all the way up to 30. Or you could just count out physically how many blocks there are. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And if we continue it on by adding 10 more, we know it's 30. So now let's do page number 3. Okay, so circle the value of the blue digit. How many groups of 10 are in the number 64? 6 groups of 10. So what is the blue digit in the number 64? So it's blue right here. 6 or 60, circle 60. And we notice because the 6 is in the tens place and the 4's in the ones place. So let's do 2 questions of this. So question number 3 first. Let's do question number 3. So it says 38 and the number 8 is colored as blue. And we know it's 8 and not 80 because the 8 is in the ones place. So for an example, there will be like, that's, oops, wait, yeah, that's 5, oops, so we need 2 more. So this is a group of 10 because our 10 circles, and we know that. And imagine this 3 times, and there's 8 little blocks. 8, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that's how we know it's the ones. And if you aren't so sure, you could draw it out like that, and I don't have enough room to draw the circles 10 times each. And now let's move on to question number 8 real quick. So the number 9 is colored as blue, and we know it's 90 because it's in the tens place again. And if you aren't so sure, you could imagine this diagram. Well, not this exactly because it has different numbers, but you could draw it out like this. Now let's do the last page and one word problems. Let's do question number 1. David has 18 comic books. 18 comic books. 18 comic books. Samantha has 9 comic books. How many more does David have? They want to know how many more comic books David has. So we know that David has 18 comic books and Samantha has 9. So we're going to do 18 minus 9. That equals 9. And so we know that David has 9 more comic books. And we know this by doing 9 plus 9 equals 18. And that's